Whenever you're ready.
Hello, this is Grandpa Rebel. We're working on making some gluten-free Hawaiian rolls. It's a recipe that I found online. The original author is Nicole Hun. I apologize, I do not remember what the website was I found it. She does have recipes for her own versions of gluten-free flour. We are using Grandma Rebel's gluten-free flour that she's made, that's on the previous video. Let's see how this comes out. I have all the ingredients already laid out. It's 3 cups of flour, 1 egg with 1 tablespoon of water for the egg wash, 1 teaspoon of kosher salt, 8.5 ounces of pineapple juice, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 1 egg, 6 tablespoons, or 4 tablespoons of unsalted butter, yeast,
Instant yeast.
and a 1/4 cup of sugar.
Is place all the flours and yeast, sugar in the bowl of your stand mixer. Use the handheld whisk to combine well. Add salt and whisk to combine. So you're doing all the dry ingredients right now.
Now for all the dry ingredients: 3 cups of flour, 1/4 cup of sugar, how much salt was this?
1 teaspoon.
1 teaspoon of salt,
One packet of yeast.
1 packet of yeast. The original recipe did say that it wanted
2 teaspoons.
2 teaspoons of yeast. We're going with 1 pack.
Which is about a tablespoon.
It said to hand mix this together. I don't want to do that. I just use the KitchenAid and nice and slow, so it doesn't go everywhere. I'm going to let that churn for about 3 or 4 minutes to make sure it gets nice and well incorporated, and then we'll continue. Now that the flour dry ingredients have been well mixed, it's time to mix in all the other ingredients except for the egg wash. 1 egg, vanilla, pineapple juice, and the butter at room temperature, of course. And change this out to the dough hook. Probably should have already done that. Okay. And be on low until well blended, and then raise the speed up to medium for approximately 5 minutes. At that time, it should be well blended, sticky, but manageable. It's been 5 minutes. It's well incorporated. We're be placing that in a lightly greased bowl or rising bucket that is large enough for the dough to double in size. Put a clear wrap over the top of it and put it in the refrigerator until it doubles in size. The original recipe estimated approximately 12 hours. So once it has doubled in size, we'll be right back. Now that it has risen and over doubled in size, we did put it in the refrigerator for about 3 hours and it did not start to rise at all. So we took it out of the refrigerator and put it on top of the stove, and after 3 hours it over doubled in size. So that portion of the instructions, use your own judgment. We do not have a counter space large enough to roll this out on, so we took a piece of plywood, put a layer of, washed it down thoroughly, put a layer of aluminum foil on it, and then wax paper. So this is going to be our rolling table.
Good. Let's see if it rolls. I have a feeling it's just going to be sticky, and we may need to make just muffins out of this. It'll still taste the same. He is attempting to make layered biscuits, just like the Hawaiian rolls that you buy in the store. But because we're not using regular flour, it may not work. So we're gonna mess around with food and find out. You know, I looked at all the recipes over at Mom's house whenever I was there. Half of that green box that holds all the recipe cards,
yes,
about half of them are mine from whenever I was a teenager. So I've been doing this for ever. Just putting different combinations of foods together and coming up with stuff that was edible. Sometimes I actually made a good recipe and I wrote it down.
Now that I have a slightly slick surface,
Here.
a little bit of the flour that we used to make it down to start rolling it on.
Yeah, can you get the bag off of the oil, please? Thank you. All right, you want to use the green thing?
That is very soupy. There's no way that's going to roll.
So I guess we're making muffins?
Muffins.
Or maybe flat cakes? Something?
Or we could try putting it in the refrigerator and letting it rise overnight and see if it firms up.
It's the flour, it's the almond meal.
It's
You
not
know
going-
this. It's
yes.
not going to.
Okay. Then muffins it is.
All right.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and show you how I make my muffins without a muffin tin. So this is how Grandma makes muffins without muffin tins. First we get our muffin liners. Okay, we can have the regular ones or we can have the jumbo. Pick one. What do you want, the big ones or do you want the little ones?
Small ones.
You're going to do it with the small ones, not a problem.
Lots of small ones.
Okay, so for the small ones, we're going to use the regular rings. We're going to put them down. And we're going to go ahead and stuff these in the rings. It gives it the sturdiness. That was a delay.
Yes.
It gives it the sturdiness of being in a muffin tin or a muffin pan without having to deal with the cleanup of having a muffin pan. If you know, you know. So there's 6. You want to go ahead and finish the rest of them. I would do 10 at a time. Okay, fill these halfway. About right here, because they're going to rise. All right. And if you need more rings, let me know. We've got more. We've got lots more. There we go. I would use a regular spoon for this because that would hold too much and it would make too much of a mess. So here. Is that better?
Oh yes, it comes off the spoon a lot easier that way.
Okay. That is, yeah, that is actually a little, almost overfull. This may do the whole entire tray plus some. Now if you want to, because you wanted to layer this with butter, stick a little itty bitty square of butter right in the middle of them as they're baking.
That wouldn't be the same
as the layered?
No.
I know.
They give it butter flavor, but it's not the intent.
So, well, we know that this dough won't roll out like regular flour, even halfway gluten-free.
It rose nicely.
Yes, it did. I'm very surprised because usually yeast does not allow almond flour to rise. I tried it before, but with the blend, actually let it rise. There's a little bit in that ring. You want it? There you go. Don't want it to burn. And while he's finishing that up, we're going to go ahead and see you in a YouTube minute. Let them know what we did.
Okay. Since the dough is too soupy to make the rolls, we went ahead and made muffins out of them. The cook time, according to the original instructions, is 350 for 15 to 20 minutes. So I'm preheating the oven, and once that is finished, we'll put them in. 15 minutes later, we'll see what we come up with.
Now we did go ahead and let this rise after we put them in the muffin pans for about another hour. They did rise a little bit more, and we're going to go ahead and bake them. Put them in, just put them in.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, time's up. Let's see what we have.
Get some light over here. That looks amazing.
You have your toothpicks handy.
Toothpicks, yes. Came out
Nice
clean?
and clean.
Cool.
Now we let these cool for
Not me.
plate. 2 little plates.
I don't have any little plates. I got a little bowl.
Okay, 2 bowl.
I got a little bowl. Ooh. Move back off from the camera. You're too close. Okay. Got to be back here a little bit. But take a look. It's really, really hot, but
Let's hold them together.
look at that.
It's almost a spongy cake texture, but it does want to fall apart very easily.
That's because it's hot. We do need to put these in the refrigerator. Don't let them cool down a lot. But, you know, patience. I have none. Oh. Mm-hmm.
You can taste the butter and the pineapple, and oh, it's so yummy.
Mm-hmm. This worked. Now to figure out what to do about a pumpkin. Thank you for joining. Hope you enjoyed.
Bye-bye.
And we'll see you next time.